Right, this just coming at us. President Trump speaking with Britain's Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Trump says the trade deal with the European Union, as well as the deal with Britain, is good for all parties. Trump said a trade deal with China is underway. That's his word, underway. On Gaza, Trump says Hamas is using the hostages as a shield and will not make a deal. Trump said the Russia deadline will now be 10 to 12 days from today. Economist Stephen Moore joining us now. Let's look at the EU deal with the United States. Is that a good deal for America, as an economist?
Well, great to be with you, Stuart. I want to break the tie of your previous discussion on tariffs. It turns out David Balanson wins that debate. Tariffs are not a good thing for the economy. They do. One of the things that's kept inflation under control for the last 40 years has been trade and technology. So we do. But now that being said, what is also true is that Trump is scoring a lot of victories here, one after another, that are not leading to higher tariffs, but may in the end lead to lower tariffs, both on things that we sell abroad and hopefully things that we bring into the United States. And that is a move not just towards fair trade, but freer trade. So I love these deals. And by the way, you're an investment show. And I was looking at the data over the last 6 months since Donald Trump came into office. And here is the pattern, Stuart. Every time Trump announces new tariffs, what happens to the stock market? It goes down. Every time he announces one of these trade deals that's going to bring lower tariffs, the market goes up. So I'm overjoyed by these trade deals. I think they're good for America, and I think they're good for the world.
What do you make of Trump's idea for rebates to voters, ordinary citizens, from the tariff income? You don't like it, huh?
No, I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, come on, if you're going to put a tariff, everybody should bear the brunt of it. I mean, this is one of the problems with tariffs, is they tend to be regressive taxes because lower income people tend to buy more of the low-priced imports. But look, as long as we can keep the imports, these taxes, say, at 10 or 15%, I'm okay with that. What I don't like is two things. I don't like protectionist tariffs that try to protect, say, the steel industry or the aluminum industry or the car industry. History just proves those don't work. And so we ought to have, if we're going to have tariffs, they should be low flat rate tariffs applied to everything that comes in. Just like we should have a low flat rate income tax, Stuart.
Yeah, we're back to that, the flat tax. I got it. Okay, moving on.
That's my message. I'm sticking with it, my friend. No, but look,
if I thought we could get a flat tax through, I'd be for a flat tax. But hold on a second. I want you to listen to Howard Lutnick, Commerce Secretary. Here's what he had to say about the economy. Let's see if you agree with it. Roll it.
You keep saying Americans are going to love these deals. They're very skeptical and they're worried at this point.
Well, I think you'll see as they flow through the market. But what's going to happen is very few products are actually going to move their price. And basically $700, $800 billion, maybe it's possible we get near $1 trillion of revenue will come into the United States of America, reducing our deficit. I think if you take a look at the whole thing, it's going to be fantastic.
All right, Steve, do you think we will get 3% growth in the fourth quarter of this year?
I do think we can. I think that's very much in the cards, especially now that we've got the big, beautiful bill done. The fact that you're announcing, you've announced these almost seems like every other day, Stuart, you're announcing a new trade deal. Those are all super bullish for the economy. But look, if we're going to raise, I think, did he say $1 trillion or something in tariff revenue? Well, that's not bullish for the economy. As David was just saying, those are taxes imposed on mostly American consumers. Although it is true, some of the burden of that tariff is borne by the foreign importers, and some of it is borne by consumers. But overall, super bullish. We're going to do that. Look at what's happening at capital expenditures. Businesses are spending. Businesses are confident. Consumers are confident. So it's a very pretty picture right now. Yeah. Congratulations, Donald Trump.
We're looking to a melt up for the market in the meantime. Steve, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again later.